What's it like being in a development program here at Polaris?
Being in a development program at Polaris it's a really unique opportunity. You have the ability to work on more significant projects, jump right in, you hit the road running, and that just makes for a really unique opportunity and a really big value at the start of your career because you're learning so much right from the start.
It wasn't just a single product group and a single job. The EDP program really brought us into 4 different categories and 4 different product lines all at the same time. And then to kind of top that off, we also got to explore different locations as well.
Explain to me, what's rotations mean?
It's 4 6 to 12 month rotations, maybe 3 or 4 6 to 12 month rotations, and you get to move around in a lot of cases and see different parts of the business.
The really cool part about them is you get to touch the different areas of business. So specifically in the sales and marketing rotation, you're going to hit marketing, you're going to hit sales, you're going to hit dealer development, and you're going to hit product management. So that's 4 really cross-functional areas that in a normal career you wouldn't have your chance to touch until you're 8-10 years in. Instead, you get to touch them in your first 2 years.
Basically, a rotation really should be guiding you to your final placement or your final career choice. So you're trying out 6 different or 4 different positions depending on where you're at. And within those 6 months, you're actually going to be a manufacturing engineer. They're not going to stick you on just a project. You're really playing through the role like you are exactly what it is, like a design engineer, manufacturing engineer.
The internship and development program is really critical to Polaris because it sets the foundation for our whole talent management succession planning process. So we try to identify people as early in the process as we can for long-term opportunities in the company. We don't look for just jobs that they can immediately do, but we're looking several steps down the road who can be the future leaders of the company. And it really begins on the college campuses for us.
So our program essentially goes to the best universities and colleges across the country and recruits the best future leaders. And I see it as our best feeding system to develop future leaders for the company.
So if you had to give advice to somebody who was just coming in, what kind of advice would you give?
I would say to challenge yourself and take risks. It can be scary to move around 4 different times, but you're not going to get this opportunity outside of this program more than likely, so take as many risks as you can.
Take the risk, ask the questions, put in a few extra hours, and learn all you can because it's only going to propel you farther as you go through your career.
Try something new. You've got an excellent opportunity to try stuff you never even thought about that might not even be related to your specific DP program. But usually everyone's on board to let you try something if you think that's going to be the best fit within Polaris for you.
So some of you guys were interns. Anybody want to tell me about your internship experience here?
You're not treated like a typical intern.
No one cares if you're an intern or a DP. You're a full-time employee and they want you to make an impact if you can.
Well, the neat thing about our intern and development program is that people come into real jobs. There's so much work to do here and we have so much ambition to be better that people come in and get much more responsibility and get an opportunity to have a much larger impact than they can possibly imagine they would have in an intern program.
I have not met a single person who works here who doesn't care about the riding experience, about the customer experience as much as every other person. It's really amazing to work on a team with a bunch of people who care as much as you do every single day. And that's something unique that you don't get. And to get it in an industry that's as fun as power sports, it's just something truly special. It makes you excited to come into work every single day.
It's very challenging, but super rewarding. So you get thrown into pretty much every role and rotation that you'll do here. But it's also very rewarding at the same time. You put in the work and the dedication and the passion into Polaris, and it gives it right back to you.
Pretty much all the work that you do is very impactful and it really matters. But at the same time, you're working with people that you can have fun with at the same time. It's getting your work done, but you're also enjoying each other at the same time.
The freedom is really there for you to choose your own path. That's kind of the point of the development programs. Yeah, you get 4 rotations where you can kind of turn into a well-rounded professional, but the choices you make and how you choose to experience that program is really kind of how you can influence what happens when you come out of the program. It really prepares you to do whatever you want.
What keeps you here?
I love what I do. I mean, every day it's exciting to come into work, exciting to work with the people at Polaris. Well, I think we're all excited to be here, passionate about what we do.
I mean, have you ever seen someone's face getting out of a Razor or hopping off of an Indian? Just the pure joy that they have taking off that helmet really just strikes pride in everybody who's worked on that product or has it had anything to do with it.
What's boring about Polaris?
Nothing.
Polaris to me is an on the gas, full throttle, first place in everything we do sort of mentality. And that really resonates with the culture that we have.
Everyone here is one big team and super passionate about the work that they do.
Everyone is very, very eager to reach out and actually meet you and get to know you and become your friend.
There really is no better place to start your career than here. There's nowhere that'll push you to be better, faster than Polaris and working in a development program.